Welcome to week 1 of Foundations for Education for CLDE. This week, we'll be going over several items. First of all, in your course syllabus, you will see the course outcomes. I'd like to review those with you now. There are several course outcomes in this first foundational course. The most basic is an articulation of how our history, social, and all of the policies and politics have applied to the CLDE programs and models that you see in your classrooms today. We'll also explore those impacts that those have had on your students' learning. We will also make sure that we incorporate culture and background and family norms and really understand the connections that families have with our students and our community in order to improve the relationships that we have with both students and their families, provide a context for instruction for your classroom, ultimately hoping to increase student achievement. We will also be utilizing research, readings found in e-reserves and hyperlinks, and through our discussion questions to examine and synthesize both your individual and building-wide roles in educating our students. This week is focused primarily on introductions and welcome. Be sure in your introductions to leave your contact information for others. The theme this week is linguistic diversity in America. This theme is based primarily on an overview of what we currently see as practices and diversity in America today. You will have several readings, and the readings can seem like a lot, but most of them are very simple. The first is Bilingualism, an Advanced Resource Book. It's just the first chapter, and this resource is available on e-reserves. WIDA is going to be your go-to website throughout this course. I suggest when you're exploring WIDA that you star and save it in your history browser because you will be using the WIDA resource. We will just look at what the research base and philosophy of WIDA is. It's important to understand how WIDA was created and what their philosophy is in order to understand where all of the can-dos and different components come from. Next, you'll take a look at the CDE guidebook. This is another one that I would recommend you just download and save on your desktop. You'll just need to read chapter 1. That provides us an overview and context of what the guidebook provides educators. Then we've provided a link from EdWeek on ELL National Stats. It's interesting to review and compare to your current school or past practice. Next is an article called Amplifying Their Voices. This is a short article from Ed Leadership and will help you in your discussion questions. Your assignments this week are your introduction, which is in the Introduction tab of the discussion questions, your first discussion question, which is the language debate. Make sure that you respond to 2 other people during the week. Graphic representation of ethnic and linguistic diversity is an assignment that you will show using a rubric. This graphic representation does require you to work with someone from your school or building as a joint project. If there is not someone in this course that is in your school or in your building, you are welcome to do this assignment on your own. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to post them in the question and answer thread of the discussions. Finally, we'll do a final project prep. I'm going to go through the rubric with you so that you can see what that looks like. I will exit out of here now and show you the rubric. This is the final project classroom study. What you will be doing is throughout the entire course of 8 weeks, you will be collecting parts of this and essentially building the final project each week. So take some time each week to build the final project, and that is built into the course. But you will be applying everything that you've learned to this course and create a 6 to 8 page narrative that includes offerings of community and school descriptions and demographic information. So these will be your graphs and just showing what the population is that you currently serve. You'll also explain the program that's currently in your school and how it relates to the research that we've been learning on the effective bilingual education practices. Next, you'll describe your school and classroom parent engagement. And what would you offer to change? We'll be exploring a variety of parent engagement processes and theories, specifically Joyce Epstein's. The third part, you'll discuss the cognitive theories of bilingualism. We'll also look at the WIDA rubrics, as well as some text from Baker. The fourth part is the final section where you will make a research-based goal for serving your students. The goal for this project is to take all of your learning and apply it to your current school. The rubric shows the specific points for each of the sections and how you can earn those points. This rubric will be attached with my comments as well as your score for your final project. Again, take time each week to go through this as it addresses throughout the course. Additionally, in the syllabus, you'll see for week 8 our topic, linguistic diversity, the readings, and the graded assignments. As you'll know, after each week, you'll see that final project draft submission. Along the way, I'll be supporting you with periodic draft submissions. With these draft submissions, I will be providing you feedback so that by the end of the course, for your final submission, you should be able to earn all points. This is the best go-to for an overview of all weeks. Again, if you have questions, please don't hesitate to post in the question and answer, as well as contact me via phone.